My name is Lee McQueen, and I would like to highly, highly recommend Deborah Kelly and her soul navigation process, her coaching, literally everything she does. I've become a massive Deborah Kelly fan since meeting her probably about 9 months ago. And I just love everything about her. She is so talented, actually, like gifted in what she does. She is the most intuitive person I think I've probably ever come across. And not only that, super knowledgeable and passionate about her subject. Like if you didn't know too much about sort of astrology or like getting to know yourself before, you will know so much more after meeting Deborah. So I initially did a soul navigation session with her where she read my birth chart and took me through this process of like explaining what it all meant. And going into it, I did always have this feeling like I wondered why, like what was I here for? What's the purpose of this whole life thing? And why did certain things happen to me as well? That was like the big one that I often used to think about, like, why did I go through that? And what does that mean? And the session with Deborah was just so enlightening because she showed me so many things that were so true about myself that were actually showing up in my birth chart, which was like quite mind-blowing to me. And it really helped me to take those things or those issues or those like parts of your life that you might think are like, you might view them as negative or positive. And after a session with Deborah, I just felt like, well, they're just things that shaped you. And this is how to use that particular thing going forward to drive you forward, to make sure you're on the right path, to make you feel like you know what you're doing and where you're going in life. So it's really, even though it was quite a while ago now, it was a good like 6-7 months ago that I did a session with Deborah, it still is sort of like that session is still guiding me in a way. And then in doing coaching with Deborah, like going back and chatting through things on a regular basis with her, she is just so incredibly intuitive and so like spot on with exactly what you need to hear in the moment. Drawing on her knowledge of astrology and the birth chart, like knowing about what's going on with my birth chart after doing that session with her, and then drawing on her sort of like intuition and guidance, I suppose. She is so often able to just, well, she's always able to just say exactly the right thing and get me back on track. And she's helped me to grow and develop as a person, as a wife, a mother, as like a person in all sorts of roles in my life, as well as someone who's really purposeful and driven in my business, because she's really helped me to like lean into the things that I needed to lean into and forget about the things that I don't need to carry with me. So if you are thinking about it even a tiny bit, I say go for it. You have got everything to gain, nothing to lose from working with Deborah. And I mean, worst case scenario, you just get to meet the most amazing person who is so uplifting and so magnetic and so much fun to just be around. So, I mean, that's like worst case scenario. You get to meet someone like that, but she's incredible. So working with her, you won't regret it. And there won't be a worst case scenario. It will be a best case scenario. I know it. So that is my glowing review. Just do it. Deborah's amazing, and I recommend her to everyone that I meet.